With me. It's been a very, very, very long time. We were counting up. We were thinking it's like 15, 16 years. But Becky Higgins is here. Becky Higgins is one of the original rock stars of the scrapbooking world. And we all started, everybody wanted to do what Becky was doing. And she would do the most amazing ideas, she really just took scrapbooking to a whole new level. And then she had an aha moment and changed everything and went a whole different direction. And here she is back on the air with us tonight. Hi, Becky.
Hello, Suzanne.
You know, honey, I'm so excited to have you here. It's been a very long time, and welcome back.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be on HSN.
Okay, so tell them your aha moment. Why Project Life?
It's funny when you said that right before the commercial break. I was thinking aha moment when you said that, and I just got goosebumps all over again. That's exactly what it was. So I've been in the industry and as a hobbyist, as a scrapbooker for 20 years, but my aha moment was when I could not figure out how to make it simpler, and I went looking for that solution just to make it easier. I was getting busier and things were becoming more complicated, and I just wanted it to be faster, simpler, easier. And I went looking for that solution. It did not exist, and so I created it. And so it is basically a system that allows people to slip their photos and these pre-designed cards into pocket pages instead of elaborately decorating scrapbook pages from scratch.
Yeah. So. Which is the complete opposite of what you started out as.
Yeah.
And I think that's wonderful because you really had that moment where we don't have time. I would love to make the most gorgeous scrapbooking pages. I have no time. But a lot of people say, oh, I can't scrapbook, but I got a lot of photos. What do you say to those people?
So everyone has a lot of photos, and I would be willing to bet that anyone watching has so many photos they don't even know where to begin. And when you ask before the commercial, what project are you procrastinating? I'm thinking everyone is procrastinating scrapbooking. And the reason why we're procrastinating is because why? It's time consuming, it's expensive, I'm not creative, I don't know where to begin. That's probably a lot of what you're feeling. And so this is something that Project Life is doing, is to help people solve that problem and once and for all get their scrapbooks done.
Okay, we have two choices, and we're going to show you the value that they put together. This is completely exclusive configuration. So the choice you're seeing right here, the very first one, this one is called Sprinkles. And within each kit, you're going to get a 4x6 photo journaling cards, 40 of those, 40 of the 3x4, and Becky will explain that in just a second.
Yep.
40 of the die cut shapes. You get the 6x8 faux leather album, and you get the 12 pack of her very special page protectors. Now I'll explain to you, normally just the faux leather album and the page protectors by themselves retail at $20 alone. So remember, you're getting everything else I just described in our exclusive configuration for $7 more. So we have an incredibly, really good value here. So the one you're seeing right in front of me, guys, I want to show it one more time, Mike, if we can. This is called Sprinkles, and it's very pastel, beautiful, pretty colors like greens and blues and yellows, okay? That's Sprinkles. Now the next one you're going to see here, this has got some more red and black to it. It's got a little more pop of contrast to it. This one is called This and That.
Yes.
So this one's called This and That when you want to go in this direction. But everybody gets the same amount of items. So show them the concept, how it works.
Yeah, absolutely. So contrary to traditional scrapbooking, which is very elaborate and decorative, really what the concept is, let's just make it way simpler. Let's try scrapbooking without cutting or gluing anything. Let's try scrapbooking without actually having to use adhesive, without having to use embellishments, without feeling like you have to be creative, okay? So enough talking, let me just show you. Just as you were talking, I was doing this, okay? So I was slipping these into pockets. That is literally the skill that you need. You choose the pre-designed cards, you slip them into pockets, and you call it a day. You're done. Now, the only thing I would say also is that you want to add journaling. I think journaling is very much a part of the story and very much what is essential to be able to understand what's important about the memories that you're preserving. But really, it takes so little explanation. You slip things into pockets, you're done. And never before has scrapbooking been easier.
Yeah. And I want you to show too, because it's really cool. Each of the cards have double sides, and then you have little die cuts you can play with if you want to. But you've really made it so simple, and it all just comes together really quick.
Very easily. And the thing about the double sides that I want to just make sure that I emphasize is that these cards are designed to be they're pre-designed. The design works thought out for you. You don't have to think about that. Like I said, you don't even have to embellish. If you want to add a little something, we have all of these embellishments that come with these value kits, and you can add those if you want. But really, they're pre-designed and ready. Now, if you want to add journaling, like you mentioned, every card is pre-designed on the other side. There are designs with lines on them so that it can keep your journaling and your handwriting straight, which is important to a lot of people. You'll also notice that there's not a ton of space, and so for people who feel overwhelmed by the idea of journaling, journaling, they don't have to write a whole lot, but just even the basics of where did you go? What did you do? Who were you with? Why did it matter? These are the types of things that we're trying to preserve in our scrapbooks. And I have to say one thing also, this 6x8 size is just brilliant for so many people because why? Smaller sometimes for people is definitely going to be the easier, less overwhelming method for scrapbooking. It's smaller, it's quicker, it's a faster project to put together, and it's a great gift. So if you're already a scrapbooker, let's say you really enjoy the creativity and you enjoy being elaborate, that's great. Think about the friend that you have that has never scrapbooked, and she needs or he needs to get started with scrapbooking. Think about that person and how this could be the solution to their problems that they're struggling with, which is, like a lot of people feel, you're buried in photographs, you don't know where to start, and how can it be faster and simpler?
Yeah, and show them this page too, because I want them to see how you can use photographs different ways in this.
Yeah, absolutely. So in here, you see that there's just 4x6 photos. The 12 pages that come with this particular bundle here at HSN comes with these pages, 12 of them, that have a 4x6 pocket and 2 3x4 pockets. Now, if you have a photo that can be trimmed down, you can just simply slice it in half with a trimmer, pair of scissors, cut it in half and put it in there as well. And you also might notice that we have a few embellishments here. That's actually coming up real soon with the overlays. But the photographs, if you want to, can also be cut right in half and slipped in the two.
So you just took a 4x6 and cut it in half.
Yes.
And slipped it in there.
You got it.
I mean, again, that takes one cut with a pair of scissors.
That takes one cut and it takes no skill.
Yeah.
Again, so like
no eyelets, no glue, no stickies, nothing.
And no prior experience, and that's really important because honestly, we have customers that are 4 years old doing Project Life. We have customers that are 94 years old doing Project Life because anyone can do this. And that's a really important message that needs to get out there because a lot of people have this idea of what scrapbooking is, and that's what scares so many people away from preserving their memories.
Yeah. Now, since Project Life has taken off and it's been around now for a couple of years, what's the reaction been by people who love to create and then those who don't at all?
So definitely the big reaction is, thank you so much for getting me back into the hobby that I love. I burned out. I couldn't stand it anymore. It was too much. It was too expensive. It was taking up my house. It was, my husband was unhappy with how much stuff. Project Life says you don't need to have that much stuff. You don't need to spend that much money. You can make this as simple as you want it to be, and you don't have to have that experience. And so that is another hurdle that a lot of people face, which is, I've never done this before. I don't even know where to begin. You begin with Project Life. It's that simple.
It is, and everybody can do it. I think it makes a great gift idea too.
Absolutely.
So if you've got, maybe you want to do a graduation book for someone who's graduating from high school, you'll get it done really fast with these kits, and you need no prior experience. So remember, we have Sprinkles, which is more of a pastel-y, kind of a sherbety tone system, and then the other one is called This and That, which are much bolder, brighter colors with contrast of black as well. So this is called Sprinkles, and this is called This and That. And again, great configuration from Becky. Now we have one more thing, so stay with us because she's going to show you it in just a second.